Hello my friends, today I will tell you about the horoscope for Virgo Ascendant for the month of October 2021. And for those who don't know how to calculate your ascending sign, please get in touch with me and I will be happy to help you with that. Ascending sign is calculation is based on the date of birth, time of birth, and place of birth. So today we will speak of Virgo, what expects Virgo in the month of October. So for Virgo, there will be 3 houses of the horoscope active, which are house number 1, it's the house of personality, health, body, and the self-realizations. The house number 3, which is the house of talents, ambitions, short-term travelings, and communications, as well as younger brothers and sisters. And house number 5, which is the house of intelligence, punya, which is the goodness accumulated from the past life. It's a house also of spiritual practice. It's a house of kids as well, and our ability to conceive kids and bring them up as good people. So we'll start with house number 1. In house number 1, Virgo will have 3 planets in the sign of Virgo itself. So Sun in the sign of Virgo will give a lot of attention on details. Very good time for educational purposes. Very good time for studying something new. And it's a very good time to to show the knowledge that you've got for your education. Now Sun in conjunction with Mars in the sign of Virgo will give a lot of power for action, although Mars power is not that strong in the sign of Virgo because Mars is a fiery planet and Virgo itself is a earth planet. But the conjunction with Mars with Sun will give that power for Mars to reveal itself. Therefore, since the first house of the horoscope is across from the 7th house of the horoscope, so my recommendations would be not to show a lot of aggression or like the power of a conflict towards your partner. Try to control your feelings in a partnership and make sure that if there are any issues that they are resolved to the logical point of view, or use the power of love in this case, because Mars is a fire planet and it's also a planet of a war, and it's like a warrior. So don't fight with your partners or with your friends. It's not a good time for that. Use this power for self-realization, for your own ambitiousness. And again, Mars sitting in the sign of Virgo will give a lot of practicality, will give a lot of attention to the details, and enough willpower to pursue your interest towards your education or service to others or resolving problems for other people. So this is a good time to do that. Now, Mercury also sitting in the first house of the horoscope will be in a retrograde motion that can give you some surprises, because the planet in the retrograde is a planet of surprises. What's going to happen with the surprises? So for example, you've been expecting to fly somewhere and the flight can be postponed, or there can be a meeting that can be canceled suddenly, things like that. So Mercury in retrograde motion relates to things connected with communications, connected with paper, money, trades, finance. So in those areas, there can be misunderstandings, there can be delays. So don't be too much upset, because this position is temporary, it won't last long. And the best use of a Mercury here is to re-establish or purify or clarify your old relationship. Don't start the new ones, it's not a good time, but re-establish or make stronger the ones that are already there. Now, Mercury in the retrograde motion is also a good position for mind purification, for it will give you a good chance to see old issues and to resolve them. Especially Virgos, they will be looking they will be able to see the unfinished I would say debts. Like probably sometimes it happens that life goes on and there are so many things to do, and some things might not be resolved, they could be postponed. So now will be a good time to get back to those things that were blocking you in your life, that have been preventing you in your achievements, and work on them so that there are no obstacles going forward. Now let's speak about the first house of the horoscope with Venus sitting in the sign of Scorpio. will give enough creativity. The speech will become creative. The communications will be infused with the energy of art, creativity, pleasure. So short-term travelings will be okay, but with Mercury, again, I'm returning back to the first house of the horoscope in the retrograde motion. Be careful on the road if you go. Long, far-away travelings, better to postpone. Don't do them at this point with Mercury in the retrograde motion. It's not a good time. Now back to the third house of the horoscope. Venus in the third house of the horoscope will give nice relationships with those who are equal to you, nice relationships with your younger brothers and sisters. So use that time. It is a house of creativity as well. So whatever you do with your hands will end up becoming really beautiful. So use that creative power. Now Venus in Scorpio may give you very sharp feelings, so try to balance them. Try to balance them through, maybe some artistic skills. Like for example, if the feeling is too strong and you don't know, you're getting overwhelmed, so maybe you can cook something or maybe you can paint it. So use that power of Venus in that way. And the fifth house of the horoscope, which presents our kids and our intelligence and our goodness, will have Saturn in the retrograde motion in its own sign. It's been sitting there for a long time already, connected with Jupiter in the retrograde motion in the debilitation. So it's quite a challenging position that may influence the relationships with kids. So the recommendations would be don't be too harsh with your kids, I would say. There can be tension related to kids or related to romance because of the Saturn, and there could be old issues can come up related to kids, maybe even spiritual debts that you need to clarify and pay back. Therefore, there's some spiritual practices here, as well as understanding of your relationships with your own children and with yourself, will give you very good results, as well as some nice work done in order to increase your own intelligence, maybe purify your mind. And this is the house of a mantra meditation. So the best recommendation here will be to do the mantras for Saturn, for Jupiter, and the Maha Mantra. So do these three mantras, combine them. Maha Mantra first, then Jupiter Mantra, and then the Saturn Mantra. Do it the best time to do it in the morning, but if you don't have enough time, you can spread it throughout your day. Each mantra needs to be repeated at least for 5 minutes a day. Now, in order to increase the intelligence, and since this is a spiritual house, it's a house of our consciousness, a strength of our consciousness, and that house supports us throughout the lifetime and actually protects from different dangerous situations. Therefore, the stronger the house, the healthier and happier the life. Therefore, as Vedic astrologer, I recommend reading Bhagavad Gita. It's an ancient Vedic book that gives you powerful knowledge about the laws of karma, the laws of the universe, the laws of love and the relationships. And just by reading the book, you will be purifying your mind. It's a part of the spiritual practice which is related to that house, the fifth house of the horoscope, of the house of spirituality and mantra meditation. Concerning to your children, if you're seeing some difficulties, maybe it's a good time for you to study some psychology, read some psychological books, or even consult with a professional if there are issues. Or on the other side, if you are doing some self-purification, spiritual processes, it will help you in relations with your kids. Why? Because kids usually reflect the mood of their parents. Therefore, whatever is internal becomes external. Like, for example, if parents are in a great tension, kids may cry a lot. Or if a parent is struggling a lot, cannot find a solution, the kid may show the same results in the school. So just observe, and your internal condition will become an external in relation to your kids. Therefore, if you're seeing that there are some troubles, that there are some issues with them, try to find the roots within yourself, because they are dependents. They are not the leaders. They don't lead us. We lead them. So parents lead their kids. And if you find the root cause and resolve it, you will see how your kids will benefit, and their problems will get resolved. So this is another way. And again, if you need help with that, I am the spiritual psychologist and astropsychologist, and I am helping people in unblocking their internal problems connected even with the past lives, incarnations, in order to clarify their path towards their self-fulfillment. So if you need help with that, please get in touch with me, and I will be happy to assist you with that. So that was my analysis for Virgo for the month of October. If you have any realizations or questions, please put them underneath this video. I will read them and I will be happy to answer them. If you find this video useful, helpful, please share it with your friends. And I will be looking forward to seeing you in my next video, where I will be talking about horoscope for the for Libra Ascendant for the month of October. All the best to you.